be the team, I'll be the camp, I'll be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hear them. Spin move, is on, let's go. Scout the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Spin move, is on, let's go. Scout the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that time I was dying.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On third down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go, G. Go.
On first down, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight down. There you go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Tighten up.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ready? 44 is the mic. Check. Watch the curl. Yeah. Hey. Mike's both. Watch the screen.
Third down. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
You got tight right there. 44. Mike, 44. 3 balls.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, Elliott. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Here's Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That's caught by Waller out left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. Open man Hamler. That's complete. The 20. 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. K.J. Hamler. 78 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes this Washington 21. Cowboys.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21. Cowboys 7.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I got one. Go. Bring over. Bring him. Get him on. Yes. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
You can't block me. Echo. Mike 51. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Motion.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes this Washington 28. Cowboys 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And 9 at the 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll look downfield for Waller. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe they're returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
Number 21.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd and 7, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Touchdown, Washington! Nyheim Hines, 30 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch his dirt out the mud, out the dirt.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Prescott to throw on 4th. This is the tight end fan. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll throw from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They go play action now. Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Mike spoke forward. Focus, defense, focus. Go. The Mike. 44 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it'll be third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Hamler now on the return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
44, Mike, listen. I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
What's the run? They're running it. Fofo's to Mike. Mike's Fofo. On the ball. 44's to Mike. 44's to Mike.
To throw again. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on, D. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
Gonna go 46, 46.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Prescott to throw this time. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And incomplete. Landon Collins on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Prescott's pass intercepted. They'll take over first.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
He'll look downfield for Waller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Prescott from the gun. And Waller taking it in over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st down, Dallas.
56. I'm coming for you, mine.
Now Prescott. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 44-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
I know he ain't got it.
Let's go 47. 26.
Got 4 down. 4 down. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
That one goes for 24 yards.
7-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Got a man open, it's Ross. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
And 8 at their 49-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again, Haskins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Here we go again. Here we go again. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. All day, just like that. Just like that.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's get this, get this. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Come on.
comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Rolling to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Cowboys.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Tackles. Tackles.
Hey, 47.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Check Mike. Check Mike. Mike 50. Mike 50.
First down, Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Number 15.
A big play there. 52 yards. And the Cowboys claw one back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
You got to do better than that.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Flush to his right. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee, who's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin.
Check, check. 44, 44, Mike, 44. Let's go. Whoa. 44 to Mike, 44 to Mike. Check. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now Haskins on first down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Naeem Hines saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Cowboys 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Chase Young.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. great return there of 22 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
9-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Alert. 3 down. Slam. Look, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm. Hey, let's get that ball. Trump. Yup. 51. Check.
Now it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
44. 65. 44 is the mic. Check. In the face. Fofo's the mic.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Try to pound it in. Kamara able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
44.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end, because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. They're going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Play action now. Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returning it. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
That's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
44's Mike. Check. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Here we go. 44's the Mike.
Operating from the gun. Haskins going deep downfield for Ross. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Let's show them how to play football. Let's go.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try again with Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Here's Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
One last shot now for Prescott. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.
Let me explain.